Damn, Belly.
Really beautiful.
Holy crap, she does. Dobbie, which one do I choose? Do I choose the delicious, crisp, and cold coffee, or do I choose the warm and comforting and soothing coffee? I don't know. I'll have them both. That was what I thought this morning. It's kind of chilly. It's a little chilly. I wanted a hot one, but then I got a free one, and so I got cold. I got both, and then I just didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do. Much like Belly. We got the name right. We got the name right, guys. We got the name right. Hi, dolls. Welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie. Dobbie is running around here somewhere, and today we are going to react to Season 3, Episode 11, the finale, the series finale of The Summer I Turned Pretty, At Last. I am so excited to be here. We did a live stream last night. Everybody was amping each other up, theorizing what we're going to see, if there's going to be time jumps, who's going to end up with who. I cannot wait for this to end. No, but honestly, it is bittersweet. It is very bittersweet because this show has been so special to so many of us for so long. Even though it's only 3 seasons, it has gone on longer than 3 years. I am very excited to see how everybody gets wrapped up, where everybody ends up. The only thing that I firmly could stand on was that I believe that we are going to get a significant time jump. The way that the books end, if you don't want to know, skip ahead 10 seconds. It's literally Belly and Conrad are getting married. Bye. And it's so abrupt. It is so abrupt that I actually was listening to it on audiobook and went, wait, what? Why are the credits being read? I really hope that that's not the case with this. I feel like it's not going to be. I think that we're going to get a bit of a lengthier ending, if you will. So yeah, I don't want to talk anymore. All I have to say is that these will be fully unedited over on Patreon as are seasons 1 and 2. So go check them out. I will also be doing a live stream. I am in EST time, 6 p.m. only to 8 p.m. because I'm a huge Big Brother fan and there's a huge episode coming on at 8 p.m. But we're going to do 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. live stream. I encourage you to go into the live stream if you have any questions, if you want to talk about anything. I am trying my best to answer as many comments as I can, but I'm going to be completely honest with you at this point, after this much time. I'm getting a bit exhausted because it's just repeat, and then it's people calling me a liar or calling me stupid. Someone I mentioned in the live stream last night mentioned that I should burn my junior mint because I'm Team Jeremiah. I'm kind of over it at this point. So if you want to have a nice conversation or a decent debate, I encourage you to join in the live stream. Let's get into it. I am also, my number one theory is that we're going to get a TS12 song. A snippet. A tiny little snippet. You could play me 2 freaking seconds. I'll know. But I hope there's a TS12 song. Without further ado, this is my official reaction to Season 3, Episode 11 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, At Last. At last, but my lonely
Previously,
days
on The Summer I Turned Pretty,
are
Susanna
over.
told me that was destined for one of her boys, Conrad.
Yeah,
or
we
Jeremiah.
know. We know she did.
Why did you throw it all away?
Dobbie, are you excited? Ready? Last time, Dobbie. She's pissed. Dobbie, Conrad's in Paris. Not right now, okay? I love you. You're always number one. Not for the next hour. Oh! Oh my god, tell me this is when she went to... She looks so cute with the hair.
Belly.
Conrad,
Surprise.
Surprise.
give me a hug. Come here.
I like your hair. It's your birthday.
My birthday's tomorrow.
No, yes, I know that. You probably have a ton of plans.
Yeah, I know I do.
No worries. I just showed up at your doorstep, so.
I'm getting secondhand embarrassment.
Plans at 8, but let me just drop your bag in my apartment and then we can go.
Okay.
Oh, any let her take the bag. I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like so defensive over every freaking comment I make. Normally, he's like, let me take this. He's letting her be an independent woman, take the freaking bag because we're not little delicate flowers. We can carry a bag. Anyway, you can see that Conrad's personality is definitely different. It is not the closed, shut off Conrad that we are used to. There has been a change. The issue is, just because you have now changed does not mean that Belly can or has to accept that. Can or has to. She is trying to find her own individual self. In order to do that, she needs to be in her own world. She needs to be focusing on herself. She can't have any outside impacting. And what he just did, while seems sweet and romantic, we have the running through the airport to not let them leave kind of a gesture. This is very different. Someone compared it to this and I was like, that's actually very interesting comparison. Your ex texts you and you ignore it. And they text you again, you ignore it. And they text you again and you're like, wow, and ignore it. You finally answer one and you want to respond because you do care for them. And then they show up at your house. That is what happened with Conrad in letter form. He wrote to her, she ignored it. He wrote to her, she ignored it. He sent her gifts, she ignored it. Finally said, hey, hope you're well. Here's my new address. And he shows up in Paris. This is literally part of what she's trying to get away from, is she's trying to have a new life, new experiences, and leave all of that aside for a later date and a later time when she's ready to deal with it. Kind of like what he did when he went to California, right? I'm gonna do my own thing and focus on my own self and see where I can get with that. I think that he needs to be respectful of her time. I also understand, obviously, why he took this opportunity with having the ability to go there with the conference. I think that he should have texted her or called her and said, hey, I'm going to be in town if you want to meet up, and gave her the choice of wanting to do so or not. I think it was kind of like what Jeremiah said in the last episode. I knew if we had that conversation, it would have been over. So I think he knew that and didn't want to give her the chance to. But I think he's definitely picking up on she feels awkward. She's like, what the do I do? You look good, girl.
What the are you doing? Play tour guide for a few hours and then send him on his way.
How long have you been up?
5. 4 courses to prep for 30 people expecting Boston's hottest up-and-coming chef.
Taylor's new TikTok, you are now the sexiest new chef alive.
Taylor and her TikToks.
Conrad says good luck tonight. See you in Brussels?
No, he's in Paris. He called me last night from the airport.
Not to be all up in your business, but...
My business has been living in your spare room for the last 6 months. I think we're good.
Okay, but are you good?
Yeah. I think the anticipation was the worst part. Hey, could this be progress? Who knows?
Wow.
Put it down.
No, it's
That's
one.
not for you.
It's one.
Oh, hey, I've been meaning to tell you. I found us a new couch.
Flirty.
I'm moving to California.
Whoa.
Steven and I finally got our seed funding, a lot of it, and it's contingent on us moving to San Francisco.
I'm so excited for you. You earned it.
You work so hard.
Thank you.
Taylor must be pissed.
Conklin has not told her about moving to San Francisco yet, so keep your mouth shut today, please. What?
Oh.
Sorry, wait, what did you say? Taylor, please wait. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Moving to San Francisco. Night and day attitudes for Jeremiah. Obviously, I know that they're going to want to wrap things up with the brothers and make the relationship mended and be happy and all. And I'm happy about that. I am. I feel like that whole scene just emphasized how it was a little ridiculous how far they went with Jeremiah's negative attitude. I don't think that they had to go that far with it. It's nice to see him happy and bubbly and just cheery again. But at the same time, this is what I meant with night and day. Like, everyone's like, no, he was like this in season 1 and 2. No, he wasn't. He may have had manipulative tendencies. He may have had instances of immaturity. They all did. But he wasn't that person in season 1 and 2 consecutively. He was this person that he just was with Denise. Susanna's nickname for him was literally Sunshine Boy. Look how big they are. They were such little babies when this started. Conrad, I think that might be illegal. Conrad gets arrested in Paris. Jeremiah has to bail him out.
What do you want to see after this?
He's like, wherever you want to go, as long as I can spend time with you.
I wish that I could see Paris the way that you do.
So you think that he just wants to break up with me?
No,
Is that your
that's not what
opinion?
I'm
No, just tell me.
saying
It's not
Taylor.
that.
Hey, I've tried 20 places and nada.
Trying to figure out why my boyfriend is stealth moving across the country.
No.
Stealth
First, I need to start the stalk.
What about that disgustingly beautiful house of yours on the water?
I don't know. I haven't been back there since.
Jared, if you're not ready to go there, we'll find somewhere else.
I haven't been back there since. It's been a year.
No,
Oh,
you're
it's
right.
so
It'll be
sad.
good
It's
for
your
me.
house.
It'll be good for the dinner.
This is a big night for Jared, and I just... But this is a huge night for me, too. If I pull this off, my boss will have to let me run point on one of our promo campaigns.
Okay, hey, you got this. I will help you.
I love this.
Like a
This is
laser, and
adorable.
we're just gonna do it.
That's so cute after how much Taylor has been like, you know what, Denise actually is really cool and she is really smart and she is really sweet. And now that they can have like an actual friendship, I love that for them. Stephen, why didn't you tell her? What is going on?
It's pretty incredible, huh?
Yeah.
Something about seeing Paris from up here, all laid out, it just made things start to click for me. Beautifully comes together.
It's like the human body. Look at it as a whole. Suddenly it makes sense, and it's miraculous. That's not at all what you meant, was it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sounded like
Like a geek.
No, like himself.
10-year-old you. The first time you saw the Pacific.
You remember that?
You said that it felt like you were standing on another planet. Like anything was possible. Paris has become that for me.
They called you a feral alley cat.
Don't think that was intended to be
Feral
compliment.
alley
It
cat.
was. You've never been one to back down from a challenge. Paris never stood a chance.
Do you want to come with me tonight?
I don't want to intrude on.
Wouldn't be an intrusion.
Notice how when she said goodbye to Benito, that was Benito, right? She didn't kiss him on the lips. She did the like to kiss goodbye. I'm very interested to see what that situation is like. Belly is definitely picking up on the changes within him. I have said time and time again, I'm not surprised that they're endgame because I've known from episode 1, season 1 that they were going to be endgame. You know who's going to be endgame in a love triangle when they set it up. It's very blatantly clear and obvious. My issue is that I want it to make sense. I know that they love each other. I know that they deeply care about each other. They have not been around each other in almost a decade at this point. This whole day right here is very exciting, but also very awkward at the same time because they're both two individually different people. And Belly is starting to see these significant changes because every time before that, it's always been the same. They had a quote last night on TikTok, "The Summer I Turned Pretty," and it was the line that Conrad had said to her in season 1. I think it was the first episode where he's like, "Do you remember every little thing that I say?" And he says it kind of like a jerk, in my opinion. That was the line that they had posted as their quote. Bonrads were freaking out like, oh my god, this is so sweet, And I'm like, I never took that line as being sweet. You could see even on Belly's face, it made her feel upset and kind of embarrassed, and I never liked that line. I thought it was really to say. Notice how the difference here is he says, you remember I said that? It's more endearing and it's more of a reassurance that how sweet that is that you remembered that I said that. It's these little subtle changes that are what is making the changes in Conrad become very clear, and especially to Belly. It's not just eating up everything he says and interpreting it in the way that you want it to, which you're allowed to do. But I never thought that line was sweet. I thought that was
Hey,
sweet.
how does this look?
Can't believe you got Denise doing the shit work for you.
Babe, pretty sure she's doing it for you.
Okay, well, everything looks great.
Perfection.
You didn't even get any of the basil oil on it.
I don't know what you want, Jared. It tastes like cold tomato soup. It's good.
Can we wait? It literally looks like Taylor wants to murder him with her eyes.
I got everything.
I think it's also because she heard Steven's voice.
Denise.
Thinking we should paint the living room.
Okay.
I also
Oh my
think we should
God.
get a cat. Lucinda would never let me get one because she thinks that like cats are spiteful, but
They are spiteful.
Take like a beat on that.
yeah, let's take a beat.
Oh!
Okay,
Steven, these are
thank you.
tests.
Okay, let's get
These are
that.
tests.
I can't with you right now. I just lost my entire wait staff.
Oh, God.
What the hell?
See, everybody tests little things in relationships. That's cute.
I'm excited to meet all your friends.
All of them? He's like, Cam Cameron? Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite flashbacks. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're like nerdy little glasses. Damn, Belly.
Really beautiful.
Holy crap, she does. That is an entrance. She looks freaking gorgeous. Belly ain't in frills anymore. Well, she kind of is. She still has like the frilly-esque belly. I love that.
Yeah. Now we can go.
Oh, the wonderful roommate.
Hi, how are you?
I love that he gets to see her, like, experience this world.
Conrad.
Conrad.
C'est bien ou pas? On verra bien.
Nice to meet you. Oh,
You're like a legend in Paris.
You're like a legend in Paris.
I'm well behaved.
Thank you.
It's a lovely picture. To be in very close quarters in order to get a picture like that. Why did she stick her in between Gemma and Celine?
Before she's about to marry your brother.
Stop timing though.
I didn't start the
Is this like the second conversation you are having with, like, listen, don't get me wrong, I've grilled past love interests of my friends as well, but that's a bit of a touchy subject. My god, guys.
I didn't start the conversation thinking that I was gonna declare my love for her.
Do it, Conrad, and the other half are all like, don't do it.
They love putting the fandom in this, don't they? This is why I pause so much. If you have a problem with me pausing in between scenes, this reaction is not for you, because there are things that I want to say, but I keep missing things if I talk while they're talking. Sorry, but I'm gonna keep pausing.
In the movie, he's the villain.
No, God. If anyone was the villain, it was me.
Why haven't we asked the question we should all be asking, which is,
Why are you here?
Conrad, what are you doing here in Paris? It's not that close.
It's an hour and a half.
Pack it in, Benny Love.
What?
Or Isabelle dumped him.
Oh, damn.
6 weeks.
You'll always be the boy who taught me how to ride a scooter, so.
I'll always be the boy who taught you how to ride a bike. I thought I'd bring a little piece of cousins to her. Vous existez, frère, moi?
This guy. He handled that situation very well.
Got your frat bros to sub in as waiters.
Great.
Great.
Yeah.
Is that great? We've met the frat bros. We know what they're like. Is that actually great? I don't know about that. Conrad's going to always be the boy that taught her how to ride a bike. Jeremiah's always going to be the boy that taught her how to ride a car. Benito's going to be the boy that has always taught her how to ride a Vespa. Belly, start learning your own no, that's what Paris is about.
At the rental company forgot the dessert ramekins.
Forgot.
I'll do it by myself. It'll be really good practice.
All right, Jeremiah, I think we need to let Steven know.
Am I imagining things? She knows about San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have time for this.
And she's pissed.
Bad time?
Only if it's more bad news.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dad, surprise. Guess my invitation got lost in the
More champagne from his wedding? Wonderful. Thank you, Adam.
Laurel
My
made it sound like a
invitation
pretty
got
big deal when
lost.
she told me about it.
Communication with Laurel. Very
I didn't
nice,
want
very
to go to
nice.
waste.
Adam, we've already had a discussion about the champagne. Why are you drinking more wedding champagne?
This place is just cursed. I mean, maybe I should just call the whole thing off.
Okay,
No.
Do not
There's
talk
so
like
many
that.
good memories.
Don't let the past take this place away from you, okay? This house is too nice. You got a pool.
So are you. Be nice.
Denise. Oh my God. That was horrible.
You got this, killer. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
All right, where's my present?
I'm joking.
Isabelle, je crois que c'est lui le cadeau. Tu vas le déballer après ou pas?
Is Isabel gonna get stoned?
Benito.
Not your boyfriend.
I never said he was.
I thought you said marijuana messes with white matter.
Do you memorize every little thing I've ever said?
Yeah.
Yes. He's a doctor, Isabel. He cannot do these things. I would love to hear from all of the people that are like, Jeremiah was so disrespectful for smoking in front of Belly. How dare he, after she is so adamant about hating smoking weed and now she's ripping on a joint. These are the things that really frustrated me over this season in the fandom. Specific little details and blowing them out of proportion. I'm not saying that there aren't little details that don't mean big things, but like so many people were like, Jeremiah is completely inconsiderate, does not care about Belly's feelings. He just smokes with his frat bros and does whatever the hell he wants, even though she has made it clear that she is against weed. And so much so that Conrad picked up on that and noticed that she didn't like smoking, and he never once ever smoked again. She was a teenager. She was a teenager who expressed that she didn't like it. When Jeremiah and her were together, they were in their early 20s. It was years later. He even said he doesn't do it all the time. They do it once in a while, and that she's okay with it. They've talked about it. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. And people were like, oh my God, he's so inconsiderate. Now she's smoking joints. Like, I loved that flashback comparison where she could kind of like throw it in his face.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, so sad.
No, we should go on a singles cruise.
I highly doubt singles cruises are even a thing.
24/7, all you can drink fests.
Ew, Adam. I don't want to hear him
Fun,
say
little
that.
Two-piece in the Caribbean sun.
Ew.
You'd do well.
You are so gross. No wonder Jeremiah didn't invite you.
She's mean.
No, she's Laurel. This is the energy that I want from Laurel the whole season.
It's nice to be with everyone again.
Yeah.
But I miss Belly. Massacred that cake and there was frosting everywhere.
Hi. Would you like a glass?
Like I said, was this a good idea? Was it a good idea? Yeah.
A little more.
Leave the bottle, sweetie. Leave the bottle. Arrivederci. Au revoir.
To Belly.
Forgive my French, but you ta-ta, goodbye.
You did give me a gift.
Kind of. I collected this. when
Oh,
we went back for the
Sans.
4th of July.
I was like, what is it?
I remember that 4th, yeah.
I think we all do.
I wasn't gonna be back, but whenever I really miss home, it makes me feel closer to everybody. That you might want to have it.
Thank you.
Oh. I love that they keep showing the older scenes.
Call me back, please. Is that thing just gonna keep going off?
You gotta time them all, Steven.
Just keep stirring.
I thought that things were like really clicking with us. I felt good about our
They were.
relationship.
They were. No, oh my God, no. They are. I already made you move to Boston.
First of all, you didn't make, nobody makes me.
Yeah,
Nobody makes
I'm
Taylor
sorry.
do anything.
Okay.
It's true.
I'm just saying. Look, I love you to death, but for the love of God, get out of my kitchen.
Sorry.
Oh, a famous doc fight. We all love a famous doc fight. Combo. Actually, good conversations happen on the dock.
Asked me a year ago to move across the country with you, I would have lost it completely. And probably blown us up. But I'm not scared of us anymore. I am scared of you not knowing that.
I don't want you to have to give up anything for me.
I was gonna say, Taylor has given up her college career, or her internship rather, for her mother. Taylor has given up so much. I was gonna rattle off a list, but that's pretty much it. Her whole thing was she was so excited to go to New York and do the internship and be into the fashion and immerse herself in that world. Basically, like everything that Belly is doing in Paris, she was supposed to be doing in New York, and she gave that up for Lucinda. And so I think that Steven's thinking, I'm not gonna just keep dragging you to different places. And granted, again, like she said, you're not making me do anything. They are her choices. But she had to stay in New York, stay away from New York because of Lucinda. She moved to Boston because she wanted to be with Steven. She keeps basing all of her choices off of the people around her and not necessarily for herself.
I watched you do it for Lucinda, and I don't want to be the person that's holding you back.
Yeah.
You're not holding me back, dummy. San Francisco's I do
Let's
with
all move to
Boston.
San Francisco.
Move to California for me? I mean,
With you.
it was like fate.
We can call it that. I do love Taylor. Is this Noah Khan? Oh, Noah Khan and Gracie.
Think they can see us?
Is that supposed to be a joke in the fireworks scene? Because we know they can see you. We know.
This is unprofessional.
Aww. I'm happy for them.
Do you want me to call you Isabel now?
I want you to call me Belly. Only been 22 for
22.
about an hour and a half.
I thought that you might be hiding out, like you'd sent yourself into exile, and not because I thought you deserved that. What I was doing for a long time, you were not hiding out. You have made this amazing life for yourself. Happy I got to see it.
Me too. I think I was kind of hiding out.
I know you're not the villain, right?
I came between you and Jer. I broke your family.
We all broke it. It was not on you to keep our family together.
Belly's
We
a
weren't trying to
little
hurt
bit of
each other.
villain, but she's a teenager. It's okay.
Whatever promises we made back then, nobody would hold you to them today. Let me just speak for myself. I won't. Jer knows I'm here.
And he's okay with that?
I don't know. He said good luck.
Good luck. Or like, good luck.
I like being under the same moon as you again.
Oh, that's sweet. I think that Bonrads do Jellies a disservice by trying to enforce their idea of a scene being the appropriate be-all end-all way of looking at that scene. And I think that Jellies do that for Bonrads in certain situations as well. But it's important for Bonrads to Jellies because as I said many times before, we know that Bonrad is endgame. So when you have these specific moments and these specific scenes that parallel each other, it is for a reason. There are so many people that are like, Conrad got Jeremiah's blessing. He told Belly that's what happened. That's not what happened. Conrad went to Jeremiah to get his blessing. Conrad could clearly see he was not okay with it. Went to Belly. She said, so Jer's over it. And he said, yep, I think so. And he knew that he wasn't. He convinced her. That is what this is paralleling right here. That is paralleling that exact situation. I was talking about this last night in the live stream. This show loves to parallel past scenes and show how different situations in different things happen in different ways, even though it's technically the same situation. Different people affect that, different ways affect the scene. And this scene is paralleling that scene. Even Belly joking, like, did he say good luck or did he say good luck? Because the tone of it matters. It's the tone of it matters in addition to what is being said. Things are put in for a reason. They're said a specific way for a reason. I had too much coffee now. If you want to interpret it a certain way, that's fine. That's your opinion. But it doesn't mean that it's the right one. And that is what I feel like this was trying to show, is that Conrad said, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not going to hold you to any promises. Jer knows that I'm here. We had a conversation about it. It was a lot more honest than it was the first time around. I want to be clear. I'm giving Conrad credit for these big changes because these are the changes that I wanted to see, that I believe that Belly wanted to see. And if Bonrads are claiming that they've been there the whole time, you just had to read between the lines, that's not change. That's reading between the lines of acting a certain way. This to me is a change.
Taste tester. Ready? Okay.
That's not Cooley. What's that? Where's the mirror glaze? Oh, there is kind of a mirror glaze on there.
Look at you being all successful. That's incredible, dude. Adam seems pretty impressed.
Yeah, well, making cake isn't exactly saving lives.
Someone call a wambulance. Oh yeah, that's Dr. Fisher to you.
I saw you at my rehearsal dinner eating up every word about his clinical rotations. You're just obsessed with him.
You are the one who is obsessed with him. And I don't know why. You're a 10.
I'm a 10?
Oh my god. Okay, please don't pretend that you don't know you're gorgeous.
The women in this episode
never
are
really been
freaking
alone.
gorgeous.
Always
Denise looks
been scared of that
beautiful
feeling.
here.
She gave up on that for me. And I let her. Just because I didn't want to be alone. I think it'll be good being on my own. You know I'm gonna miss you.
No, you are.
A lot.
Oh. All right, you gotta cook though, Jeremiah. Don't forget. They're cute. I didn't think I could be convinced. Oh God, I had to pause on Adam's dumb face. I really didn't think I'd be convinced. I'm not gonna lie. I really did not think I would be convinced. But I have to say that they play off of each other very well. She calls him on his but she also sympathizes. Being able to do so in a way that other people can't because she's coming in as an outsider in a way. She doesn't know all of the history. She's not biased about certain things. She just kind of hears what happens and she goes with it. So I like that. I think that he gets to be somebody new to her. Again, having be an outsider, she still judged him to a certain extent because of being the Nepo baby and things like that. But it's fresh, it's new, it's somebody different. It's not somebody within the circle that knows every single little ounce of their history. And so I like that. It's going to be interesting, though, to see what happens with that moving forward, considering that Denise and Steven are moving to San Francisco. There is a big food industry in San Francisco, though.
Attention, everybody.
Cheers. I'm running out of coffee, guys. Can we stop cheersing? I might need some vodka for this one.
Can we talk for a minute?
I kind of got to work on the desserts.
Please. Why didn't I get invited to your big night?
Because you're a
I'm guessing you're still mad that I cut you off.
I get it, Dad. You think I'm a and maybe I was.
The amount of people in my comments that were like, Adam was valid for cutting Jeremiah off. If you go back and watch my reaction, that is literally the first thing that I say. I pause and the literal first thing that I say is Adam is valid for cutting Jeremiah off. The issue is that he doesn't see anything but money. Jeremiah is trying to convey to him that there are deeper issues alongside the money issues that he is blind to. Adam only focuses on the money.
You think that's how I see you?
Yeah, it's all you ever express. That's the issue.
I'm so proud of what you pulled off tonight. I've always known what you're capable of. I thought that went without saying.
Why would you think that after
I guess I should have said so.
1,000 conversations of not saying it ever? How did you not know? Even though you told me that you didn't know 1,000 times. Like, Adam, come on. Wow, that's gorgeous.
Here we are. It's like magic.
It is like magic. Shabab, shabab. Only
would you dance
have eyes. I like that he asked her and he didn't just like start dancing with her.
Do you remember the last time we danced? I was such a brat about it. I had envisioned like this perfect prom movie. Go back to the hotel and...
Make love?
Yes, Conrad, have sex.
Instead, I yelled at you in the rain and ran off like a little bitch. Almost as unforgettable as you telling me to off at my mom's funeral.
I said go to hell.
Go to hell's worse.
That all feels like a million years ago. Your letters kept me going. Whenever I was lonely, I read them over and over and over.
Why did it take you so long to write me back?
I had to let go of the past, and I couldn't do that if I was still holding on to you.
And have you moved on?
I think she has, but in a way where she can healthily view them as something now. Ooh! Dress!
Come on,
Conrad's going wild. They're gonna get heart attacks. Don't get a heart. Where's the antacid? Oh my. It's a good song for this. This is so personal. Conrad's like, this isn't real.
I dream about this.
Oh. I wanted to see how they were going to handle that. My favorite parts in that song is everything just stops. That was so good. Also, one-handed. He's a doctor. He's good with his hands. Damn, Lola's freaking gorgeous.
I used to wish for you every birthday.
Thanks, they're gonna be forever.
Is she?
It's 4 a.m.
Oh, she's snapping back into Paris mode.
What time do you have to be in Brussels for the conference tomorrow? I mean, you can't just change your plans for me. I'm not gonna change my plans for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to.
Good.
Woo. She is so guarded. It really is heartbreaking because you could tell she really doesn't want to be. It's like she can't help be that way though. And he knows that she's like that because of him. Oh, that's sad. Oh, look, Annika's alive.
Did I do something?
Yeah, but it was 10 years ago.
What do you think is happening here? Unannounced on my birthday.
You wanted to see her.
You. I wanted to tell
Tell
you
me what?
that I love you.
He's
Any
never said
part of
that
you
to her
still loves
face
me?
before.
You don't love me anymore?
I've always loved you. That's the problem.
I really think that's the problem.
What if you only love me because that's what your mom wanted and then your mom died?
I have tried everything not to love you.
He really has, Belly.
Of not
We've seen it.
dragging you down with me in my grief. I started to see you differently, and that scared me. I've changed everything about myself, and the one thing that never changes is that I love you.
I wish that I could be as sure as you, but I can't.
I don't love this. I feel like this kind of just ruined like everything for me. We've talked about how Jenny has clearly taken things that the fandom has discussed and put them into the story, right? Like, we know for a fact that she has. Conrad is one of the things that Jeremiah says. Belly not being an object is directly addressed. In this episode, literally having Celine be like, half of this people are staring at the screen screaming, do it, and half are screaming, no. Like, we know that she does this as a team Jeremiah. I loved everything that just happened. Believe it or not, I love that scene, that lovemaking scene. That was beautiful. That was passionate. I loved the song Dress. Reputation is an amazing album. Their chemistry is fire. So needed for them because there's been so much built up emotion and lust, and like that has been needed and waiting for it to happen for a long time, right? A conversation between the two of them in a serious matter in regards to what they thought this was needed. And Belly being the one to bring that up, I think was the appropriate way to have it started. With that said, it's Belly believing that if Susanna didn't die, that they wouldn't have happened. You probably would have went off to football camp. That doesn't even make any sense because Conrad wasn't in football camp anymore. He quit football. But I guess she's saying like he wouldn't have quit football if it wasn't for Susanna getting sick. But like, no, he would have. He didn't like football. At least I interpreted. The reason that Conrad was never able to fully give himself to Belly was because he was dealing with understanding the emotions of what was about to happen to his mother. That was, it's almost like the opposite of what she's saying is what I'm trying to say. Belly's like, the only reason you love me and want to marry me is because your mom died. No, I think that's been the only reason he hasn't been able to. That's what I seen. Like literally the entire reason they broke up was because he was struggling with the fact that his mother was dying and the chemo wasn't working. And he wasn't able to focus on their relationship, the aftermath of the funeral and everything that happened. They didn't even reach out to each other after the breakup because he was grieving his mother. She was grieving Susanna. They were in different places mentally. Like, I don't see what they're trying to have Belly say. I had a comment in the last episode where they were like, oh, you keep saying the show is bad writing for Jeremiah, but not for any of the other characters. I've said many, many times, if you watch my reactions, go back for this season. I know I talk a lot, but I have said many, many times for all the characters, mainly Laurel and mainly Jeremiah, but I've said this for all the characters, that the writing has been funky. This is one of them. I don't like that. I think that's really a bizarre way of having Belly feel because I don't see how she would feel like that. I've even had multiple conversations with Bonrads about this. And we've actually agreed on that aspect of it where it's not that Conrad didn't love her. It's that he couldn't at that moment. It's that he could, but he was so focused on everything else, rightfully so. Truly, that scene very much so confused me, and I don't agree with it. I want to know what you think in the comments. Bonrads especially. Like, how are you feeling about this? It doesn't make sense to me.
I wish that I could be as sure as you.
Like, I get that. How she couldn't be sure. But the reasoning doesn't make sense.
I'm not
saying that ruined them being endgame. That just doesn't make sense to me. Oh my god, look at this precious little baby angel. Booba, I love you. Are you Team Cleveland? She's like, get this jacket out of my way. That's my spot. I am supposed to be showcased, not Junior Mint. Here, we'll move him over, okay? Oh, the
All this time,
babies.
I wanted to believe I changed, but I am still her. I have to believe she's still worthy of love.
Is she gonna run after him?
I still love her.
Sorry, Dobbie, I didn't mean to scare you. Out of the Woods is one of my all-time favorite Taylor Swift songs. It is my hype song. I f***ing love this song. She's gonna go run after him. I was like, is he waiting? I thought he was gonna be like sitting there waiting on the wall. You will look at me. Oh. Airport chase scene. It's just a train station instead. Run, Belly, run faster. How did he make it that far already? He didn't make it that far yet. He didn't make it that far yet. She realized all that in like a minute. He didn't make it that far yet. Is he not there?
Is this he taken?
You didn't hear her breathing?
Conrad. I choose you of my own free will. Infinite worlds. Every version of me chooses you.
Oh,
every one
that's
of them.
cute.
I love
Yay.
you, Belly.
We know.
I love you too.
We know. We're not getting a TS12 song, are we? Frickin' shit. I'm never drinking champagne ever again. Dobbie, did I scare you?
I didn't go back that summer, but eventually I did.
The yellow dress.
Nothing beats coming home after you've been gone a long, long time.
Ending it at Cousins. Oh my god, there's so much. Look at all the sun coming in.
The beach house held a million promises of summer.
Oh, we get pictures. All right, guys, these are a little too many photos here. It's literally 20 of the same picture. I thought we were gonna get like a montage of like everybody at Christmas. It's literally 20 pictures of the same scene of Belly and Conrad. Jenny Han, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the love you've shown the summer I turned pretty all these years. Whether you've been with Belly since the very first book or joined us with the show, I'm so grateful you've made Belly's story part of your summers. That's so cute. We put our whole hearts into this show, and we're so thankful to you for coming along with us on the ride. Maybe we'll meet again one summer in Cousins. Ooh. All of my love, always, Jenny. All right, there you have it. Episode 11, the series finale at last. And we end with a lovely note by the Jenny Han. I love that we ended it this way. Team Conrad, Team Jeremiah, regardless of what your feelings were on this season, mine included, we did spend our summers with her. We did spend our summers with them. And we did spend our summers with Belly's story. And so I think that's really sweet to kind of just like take us out of the element of the show, bring us back into reality and be like, hey, book readers who have been there since the beginning, people who have joined us with the show, every single one of you is valued and appreciated and loved, and we're in this big family together. And I think that sense of community and that sense of bringing the fandom together is extremely important, because the way that some of these people have acted is absolutely absurd to each other, to Jenny. It's incredibly disappointing, because from the very beginning of this show, I could sense that there was just something special about it. There clearly has been some kind of way with it where it has affected people in such a significant way, and to not be able to appreciate that and enjoy that because of all the negative noise is just so disheartening. So I love that she wrote this letter at the end here. I think that that was very much so needed and sweet, and I hope that a lot of people listen to that and hear what she's trying to say. But anyway, love the finale. I think that it was done very well. I think that it wrapped up everybody's stories in the best way that they could. However, I would have enjoyed a bit of a time jump. I'm not kidding. I thought we were going to get like a 10-year time jump. And a lot of people were like, I want to see a wedding. I want to see a wedding. I need to see a wedding. I wasn't so sure that we were going to see a wedding, but we would at least see them married possibly. We didn't get either of those things. So I'm very interested to see how Conrad's felt about this. Obviously, they got Endgame, and that is going to be heartwarming because they're Endgame. But I'm not sure if they're going to be 100% pleased, because as sweet as this episode was, in my opinion, I don't think that it is necessarily what fans wanted. But also, it doesn't matter because it's Jenny's show. It's Jenny's show, and she ended it the way that she wanted it to. I love that we have Jeremiah and Denise getting together. Again, something that I really did not see coming. I really did not think they would ever work out, but they mapped it out beautifully. And I like the two of them together. I think it's really cute, and I think it does make sense. Everything that I bank on is making sense. I will be okay with it. I will be accepting of it if it makes sense. They made it make sense, shockingly so. So I'm happy about that. I love that they have Jeremiah actually starting a career in culinary, because it's been evident since season 1 that is something that he is very passionate about. I love that they kind of threw a little dig at the mirror glaze cake, because at first I'm like, there's no mirror glaze on that as a joke, but if you looked, it did look like when Denise bit it that there was mirror glaze on it. So I love that. I love that Denise and Steven are starting their own business. They actually got the funding for it. They're making big moves, making big things happen for them. I love that. I love that we have the conversation with Taylor and Steven about how Taylor is not moving for Steven. She is moving for herself. She is moving because she wants to. She wants to start a life with him, and that's wonderful. I also like that we kind of have the tie-in of she's now doing PR, because let's face it, fashion was right up Taylor's alley, but Taylor is not only fashion. She does have a very big presence. She has an authoritative figure in her, and that is great for PR, and that would be great for Jar's business too. And we know that they're also super close, and we know that she will call Jeremiah out on his shit. She will not sugarcoat anything. So I love that connection too. I think that's great. I really like that we had the conversation with Adam and Jeremiah, even though Adam is a dumbass. It reminds me of the Conrad. I thought you knew. Like, Adam, Jeremiah has told you, and in addition to Conrad for that matter, like over 1,000 times, how they feel like you are not proud of them and you don't show that. And then here you're like, you didn't know that? No, Adam, we did not know that. Like, you're whatever. It finally got through. He apologized. He said that he was proud of him. So I love that. I like that we also get the indication that Laurel is in communication with Jeremiah, because Laurel is the one that tells Adam about the event that is happening. So I like that. I like that we are finally getting confirmed, continued communication and a relationship with the two of them. I like that they kind of stirred up something that was going to happen with Laurel and John, but ultimately they didn't have that happen. I didn't have a problem with it happening. I also just didn't love that it was happening. I didn't think that it was needed or necessary. And I feel like it was just more emphasis for how I feel like they wasted Laurel's character. Like, I feel like they only had that happen to make other things happen, and I feel like they could have done so much more and so much different with her. And then, like, again, at the end of the day, they're just like, oh, it's not happening anymore. So it's just, I don't know, it felt like a waste getting her and John hooking up the first initial time, sure, whatever. But them, like, continuously making it a thing just didn't make sense for me, especially if they were going to be like, oh, yeah, it just didn't work out. I think it was funny, the comment that Adam made, like, we should all go on a singles cruise. I love that they did not have Kaylee end up with Adam. I think that having the mistress be involved in the family when she was the one who was the person you cheated on your dying wife with cancer with is not, it's not good, not good energy, not good energy. And I like that Kaylee was the one to leave too. So I like that that happened. So yeah, everything at Cousins, perfect, beautiful. I absolutely love it. Getting to Belly and Conrad. Shocked that we didn't see any moments with Benito. This is just proof that they definitely do film scenes to try and trick us. We know that there have been leaks for different things, and I love that they kind of did this because while I saw certain things, it still kept things fresh in the show, right? Because all of us saw Conrad in Paris, but all of us also saw Jeremiah in Paris. We did not see Jeremiah in Paris. We know that that didn't happen. So I said in my live stream last night, I kept seeing all of these like little snippets and clips of Benito and Belly. And I was like, maybe we're going to have a decent amount of Benito and Belly. We didn't have that. So they must have been things that were just PR for the show, or maybe they're deleted scenes that they decided not to put in. Whatever it may be, we didn't have that. I like that they did this a lot better. We have Benito and Belly staying friends. We have her making the decision to not go to Mexico. We have them getting together and enough moments with them in the last episode to where we did not need those moments or any moments with them in this episode because we know that Benito's not going to be endgame. So don't waste our time, and they didn't. I like that Conrad shows up and that Belly addresses how it's slightly inappropriate and kind of awkward because it kind of is, but also says, let's do the touristy thing. I am happy that you're here, and they have a wonderful day together. I also like how they do the touristy thing, going to the museums and doing like the, I'll show you around. But then Conrad says, I want to see Paris how you see it. And then it's like, all right, let's go to all of my places. Because that's a thing, right? Like anywhere you go and visit, you're going to say, oh, well, you have to see this, you have to see that, you have to see this. Because those are the staples of whatever the place is. But then there's like the hidden gems. You have to go here, you have to see this, and you have to do that. And those are the real true meaning of that place, like those situations. So I love that they did that. I love that Conrad got to see her in this Paris element just thriving, right? Because everybody always loves Belly. But at the same time, Belly was a very shy girl. Belly was a very nervous girl. It was kind of difficult for her to make friends, even though she did end up making them and stuff. And I'm talking about in like season 1 with like the Deb ball and everything like that. But even paralleled with that, like she made the best of the Deb ball, made her friends, and did what she wanted to do. But Paris is what she wanted to do, where she wanted to be. And for Conrad to see her, like, they kind of just kept having these moments where she would move forward and he would stay back, and like everybody just walking up to her, hugging her, happy birthday, seeing her smile and laugh, and everybody clap for her. And it was just so beautiful, in my opinion, to have him visualize that. Because he kept saying in his letters, I wanted to see how you saw everything. I wanted to envision, like I kept dreaming about what your life would be like here, what you were doing, how your experiences were. And now he kind of just got to sit back and watch what it was. And it was so happy. And I loved that. Them dancing and rehashing their old was kind of funny. But it gave me feelings of the graveyard scene in the last episode, where I liked it because we addressed things and we got to move past it because ultimately we need to get to the ending. But I would have liked a little more. I felt like that about the graveyard scene. I feel like this about the dance scene. Like, I was a brat at prom and I walked away like a jerk. It wasn't as bad as you telling me to at my mother's funeral. Well, I told you to go to hell. Like, there's so much more that could have been said there, and it wasn't. And I understand why, because again, for timing and pacing, we have to brush through it. But I would have liked a little more acknowledgement from both of them. I would have liked, I know that Belly said she was a brat, but I would have liked a little more of that should not have happened. And that was your mother's funeral, and that was horrible for me to say. And I would have liked Conrad to acknowledge that I was a dick for walking away, but I also wasn't mentally prepared to be in that position at that time. Not that I'm making excuses. I just want you to understand it didn't come from a place of malice. But again, we have to rush things through for sake of timing. So, okay, I get that. The hookup scene, fantastic. I think it was beautiful. I love that it was initiated in the dance sequence, continued on through the car, went up through the staircase. I like how we have these moments of like, we're so passionate for each other, we can't keep our hands off of each other. Dress, perfect song. Everything just stops. One of my favorite parts of a Taylor Swift song ever, because listening to that song, if you've never heard that song before and you're in this like heated passion of listening and then it literally just stops, it snaps you out. And then you go right back in and you're like, woo, it does something. It tickles your brain in a way. And so I loved that. I love that they had everything just stops. And he says, I've dreamed of this. I dreamed of you. And then it snaps back in because it really makes you feel like you're in that moment. Everything was perfect until. Now, again, this didn't ruin the ending for me. I'm happy for them. I love that they got together. It makes sense. I wanted it to make sense. It makes sense. What does not make sense is the discussion that they have after. Belly snaps into, you need to go to your conference. I don't know what we think this is. What do you think this is? Snaps back into guarded, protect my heart belly, which makes 100% sense. Conrad gets a little upset because he can see that this is starting to happen, but he gets it. Makes 100% sense. What does not make sense to me is Belly believing that Conrad only loves her because Susanna died. For her to relate him being emotionally unavailable during seasons 1 and 2 because Susanna was still alive but just sick, and yet somehow even then was only in love with her because Susanna was sick, and relating that to now, I still don't even, I almost don't know how to explain it fully. I feel like I'm not explaining it properly because it just doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me, especially because, as I've said, I've had so many conversations with Bonrads where, like, the one of few things that we agree on is that, yes, Conrad has always loved Belly, but has been emotionally unavailable the entire time because of other reasons that he was personally dealing with. His love for Belly was impacted because of the emotional hardships and the mental inability to prioritize certain things. It's his mother. His mother was dying. He was trying to comprehend that. He didn't have time or room or the ability to focus enough on that aspect of his life because this took up all that space. Understandably so. To portray Belly as believing that the only reason he loves her is because Susanna put it in their heads, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. For whoever this does make sense for, let me know and explain it to me in the comments, because I really I did not like that. And I feel like it took away from Conrad taking responsibility for what was ultimately the issue, which was that he was unable to focus on that relationship because of the depression and the anxiety and the issues that he experienced and is still currently experiencing, because depression just doesn't go poof away. That is why he should, Belly, I always have loved you. I've never stopped loving you. It's just, I couldn't figure out how to love you and also battle these struggles that were very heavy on me. I wanted to do both. I loved you so much that I tried to ignore what was weighing on me so heavily. And that was the issue, is that I couldn't ignore that. I had to address this before I could fully love you here. That's what I wanted from that conversation. But instead Belly was like, you love me because your mom told me to. I don't know. I'm going to stop harping on it because I'm going on 2 hours and 15 minutes now and I got to get off. But I really did not like that. And I hate that I didn't like it because I almost was like on the edge of my seat at the beginning. And then the whole episode, I was like, wow, this is really good. I'm actually really liking this. And then the last 10 minutes, I was like, really? Really? You had to throw that in there. But moving on. We have Belly ultimately realize that even though she is a different person, she is also still the old person. She is still the essence. I was talking about this in my live stream last night. The essence of who you are is always going to be in there, but you are developed into these two very different new people, right? And she says that I need to believe that that girl, that older girl, that young girl is worthy of love. And I love that because it's like, even though I'm this new grown developed person, yeah, that girl is still worthy of love. The younger me is still worthy of love, just like the newer one is. And I think that having her run to him was very romantic and poetic because I think that was the one final time for her where every situation with her and Conrad has been him saying, I care about you. No, I don't. I care about you. No, I don't. I want to be with you. No, I don't. Multiple times during the wedding. And now here, he has proven that he is saying he wants to be with her and he is not taking it back. She is so guarded because he always takes it back. Now he is consecutively not taking it back, which proves to her that there is a change, which allows her to run to him. I think it's him being able to walk away is what proves, walk away but stand his ground in his emotions is what proves to her that he means it and that it's true. So that's why I'm okay with her chasing him, because it's like, I feel like Belly has always chased him. Belly has always chased him. And every time she does, she gets let down. This time she's not let down because she knows that he is standing ground on his emotions. I think it's really cute that they share the kiss on the train, and I think it's really cute that we see that she didn't go home this summer, but she ends up going home, and ending with the two of them at the cousin's house holding hands and the zoom out of the dock and the whole property was gorgeous because Cousins has always been the magical place where all of these things happened. So I thought that was a beautiful ending. The pictures, not my cup of tea. I was like, oh my God, exciting. We get to see pictures of Christmas. I thought that we were going to see pictures of everybody during Christmas. It was just Belly and Conrad. That's fine. What's not fine is the same freaking picture 20 times. Is it just me? Like, we literally got, like, I'm not even kidding. Let's count. Let's count how many of these pictures. So we got 7 in bed, 4 at a table, 8 at a table, 9 at a table. Like, this is absurd. 7 pictures of them in bed in different, like, in different positions. And then we got 15, was it 14 or 15? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go back when I edit and check. 14, 15 pictures of them sitting at a table. Come on. We couldn't get like them one at, like in front of a fireplace, in front of a tree, walking down the streets of Paris in the snow. Like, you had to give us 15 of the same freaking photo. And again, that's a little thing. That's a little gripe. It's like, but if I had to say what my issues were, it is the argument at the end before she runs to him, and it is these pictures. Like this is the last thing that we're gonna see. And granted, like this is the last thing. The letter from Jenny is what we're gonna see. That's beautiful, and I love the letter from Jenny. But you have like, oh great, we get a Christmas picture montage, and you show us 7 pictures of the same thing and then 15 pictures of the same thing. But anyway, overall, I did like it. It's just that argument is gonna bother me because I don't feel like that's the essence of what their issues were. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe we'll meet again one summer in Cousins. Jenny has said that she is not opposed to continuing the story. However, I feel like this fandom is going to make her feel differently. I do not see any seasons continuing. I do not see any spin-offs happening. If Belly and Conrad are not in it, it is not going to work, in my opinion. I do think that a movie could very much so work. I think that a straight to Amazon Prime movie could very much so work. I think that it would also work with the actors. Maybe that's where we can get a time jump 10 years from now. Where is everybody? That would be beautiful. It would also, again, for like the careers of especially Chris and Lola and where they've been going, I think a movie would work well, more so than a TV show because it's less of a commitment. But as far as the spinoff or a TV show, I don't think we're getting it. So let's cross our fingers and toes for a movie. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope that everybody got what they wanted out of it, regardless of who that is for or what it may be for. If you would like to join us for the live stream, again, that is going to be tonight at 6 p.m. We're going to go 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We encourage everybody from any team whatsoever to come. I just ask that you be kind. Please be kind in the comments. No fighting, no arguments. We can have a friendly, healthy debate, but do not be an asshole. And if you want the full unedited reaction to this, it will be over on Patreon, as are seasons 1 and 2. Mwah. I love all of you. Thank you so much for joining me on this season 3 journey and official ending to this series of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I will see you in the next reaction. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.